Hey!
Hey!
Welcome to Random Encounters.
Yes, this is going to be our YouTube version.
It is. First go here, so we're kind of just starting off slow. I am Valendro.
As always, I am Gooberjack.
Well, most of the times anyway.
Depends on if I've taken my meds.
Yeah. As you can see, we're some pretty mystically enchanted people here. We're doing a,
Magic user run.
Yeah, magic user, like, dark dimension, I don't know. I am playing...
Mephisto run.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I am playing as the good doctor here.
And I am playing as the flame-headed Ghost Rider.
And, as always, I have my head pool, and for my team-up hero, to fit the theme, I'm using magic at the moment.
So we have a zombie, a magician, a sorcerer, and a demon slayer.
Well, I wouldn't really call her Demon Slayer, she's actually the Queen of Hell.
Well, I'm talking about Ghost Rider.
Oh.
He's a demon slayer. He took down Blackheart, remember?
Yeah.
Demon Slayer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which one were you trying to claim as,
If all is well here,
magic?
My talents are needed elsewhere.
What?
Magic is magic, no?
Yeah, but which one were you trying to claim her as when
Yes.
you were giving titles?
Yes.
Okay.
Nice and vague, just how I like it. Anyway, we are going to be trying to run these characters from beginning to end in the storyline. My Ghost Rider is already level 4 because I helped another person actually get the game started on their side.
We didn't have to admit that.
Well, I wanted to, just in full disclosure
Fine.
for you people.
Fine, be that way.
I will.
What we're gonna do is we have like several themed runs planned. We're gonna start out with this one, and I think one thing we might do is actually go through and perfect these characters.
Perfect. What do you mean?
We will go through and do every quest and sub-quest.
Ooh.
Because make sure we get all of the stat points and all of the boost potions and stuff that they give out.
Yeah, that'll do.
But we will go through, we will play the story in its entirety through standard difficulty. Then we'll go on to heroic and super heroic and do the same thing. We'll get all the way through the story, and hopefully they'll hit level 60 by the end of it. They should hit level 60 by the end of the story.
I really hope so.
Actually, I think I cleared the story at level 55 first time I went through it for my first level 60 hero.
Well, we could definitely try. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. Right now we have Valendro as the party leader, so we can get the story started right.
Yeah.
There are a few cinematics. I'd like to actually include those in our run.
I don't know if we can. We should be able to, since Marvel Heroes is actually doing good about keeping all their stuff open sourced.
Yeah.
And they really encourage their streamers to go for it. So I think we won't have a problem including all of the cinematics just to include them.
That and I think they look cool.
Let's go ahead and take some time and make sure our equipment is equipped and our skills are skilled.
Okay.
I have gone through and done my sync up for my hero sync.
I still have a tablet of life and time, and I expect that to go up to 2 by the end of this.
Probably, most likely.
I do have some boost potions. I don't know if I want to drink them just yet.
Well, probably not for this run. I've got a couple too from when we collected those last ones.
Okay.
2, and 1, yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm pretty much as kitted out as I'm going to be. I have a white chain, a blue jacket, and blue gloves. That's the best I'm going to be able to do.
I opened some stuff with the doctor when they had all the item opening things. I think I've done chests and stuff. If you want to, we have our daily chests, so we can go open some starting gear.
We can do that. We can probably do that actually in the instance, though. Yeah.
Yeah, we can. I've got a whole bunch of powers here that I need to play around with and find out which ones I like and which ones I don't.
Remember to grab your ball back.
Yeah, no, I've got Balthak, I've got Fangs, I have the Crimson Bands of Cedarak, I have the 7 Sons of Cinnabus, I have Mystic Shift, I have Dreamwalking, and I have Astral Form.
Well, if you're planning on using any kind of secondary power,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say switch out the Fangs of Farallah. But that'll come later. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
That green one, by the way,
Mm-hmm.
that's a shotgun.
That
That's
one? Oh yeah,
yeah.
that's
The
the
Seven
one.
Sons of
Yeah.
Sebas. I'd say switch that over as your secondary.
Probably will. It's higher anyway. Yeah, that's the one that's plus critical.
Hey, are you guys streaming right now?
We're not streaming. We're actually recording.
Yep.
Okay, so I won't talk too much then.
Okay. Hmm. That's his boosh power.
Boosh?
Yeah, it's teleport. The mystic shift.
Oh, you mean his poof power?
Yeah.
Okay.
And an astral form is the one where I don't take any damage but can't hurt anyone either.
Yeah. One of the ones you're definitely gonna want is Winds of Watum. That's my personal favorite.
That's your stranger danger one, yeah.
Incredibly useful. Because you're gonna get
That's
bombed
right there.
a lot.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a nice one. His flight skill, Orb of Agamotto. See enemies on the minimap, close to max spirit. Upon reaching maximum mystic energy, vulnerability, enemies take more damage for 6 seconds. Huh. Shield of the Seraphim, 7 rings of Ragador. Okay, interesting. Alright.
What I'm running with right now, I have Chain Thrash. Wow, that's hard to say. I'm not using Chain Snare because I'm not going to be using him as an AoE character.
Okay.
I have Judgment, definitely, because it's going to be fun bashing people's heads in. Inferno, I actually have that as my secondary attack.
That is one of his best ones.
I have Wheelie, that's his movement power. It's going to be a forward charge. And Spirit of Vengeance, I haven't actually added this anything.
Yeah, that's one that you start out with. It's okay, but it's just not how I build mine. There's actually a way to make him damn near invincible at 25% health and stay there.
Okay. Full cup of rice with a little plastic cup. Water to the 1 mark. Alright, so we are ready to go.
I'll tell you how I've got my Ghost Rider done. I actually have the Inferno maxed out, and yeah, the Hellfire there that you're using is your secondary.
Mhm.
I have that one maxed out.
I have Inferno as my secondary.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. The Chain Thrash is actually the basic that I use above the others.
Thieves like us gotta stick together.
I'm going to switch to Chain Lash once I get into it.
Well, the only thing is the Chain Thrash has that extra 10% less damage that enemies deal.
Yeah.
And he actually does have a Hellfire basic. It's a range shot there. Right under Inferno. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's very low damage though. So I didn't use it. But it is a ranged attack. When it hits, it kind of explodes in a small area. It's not bad. But right over next to that, on the side there, yeah, that one, Infernal Will. You have max health and small health regen, which increases if you're standing in one of the Inferno pools.
Oh, nice.
So that's
So basically, I drop one of those, and then this will power me up.
It'll help your health regen and stuff.
Oh, okay.
It basically helps boost you. It's not I don't know. He's more of a damage over time class with that Inferno and his burn the treads, and his ride power, and even some of his chains power.
I think what I'm gonna do is run Ghost Rider. I'm gonna call it a gangbuster build.
Gangbuster?
Yeah, basically chain and motorcycle.
Okay.
Basically biker
Yeah.
gang. Yeah.
And I mean, that's what I've got. Well, mine is basically a Hellfire build. I don't know of anyone who's built them differently. The chain powers, there's only so many of them you can do. There's a lot of them, but that's the problem is there's a lot of them. But a lot of his stuff is meant to work in conjunction with each other, except for his vengeance, his ride powers. His motorcycle powers don't really work with his other powers so much. Like his chains will feed off of the Hellfire, and the Hellfire will feed off of the chains. Well, mostly chains feed off of Hellfire. But, yeah, so the ride really doesn't feed off of anything else. It does spread Hellfire. Ride spreads Hellfire.
I
and
sense
Burn
an
the
array
Treads
of
spreads
forces
Hellfire.
assembling against us.
It looks really funny. Yeah, I need to look into the build this other person was talking about. Is because his, like, if you check out the one up there, the Judgment or whatever, the big explodey looking one, the passive, explodey looking passive on the far right, next to Wheelie. Yeah,
Spirit of Vengeance.
Spirit of Vengeance.
Yeah.
That one, if you max it out at 25% health, you just get like a ton of increased damage as well as damage ignored. And you can just basically keep that spammed. And that with the Infernal Will with...
Contract.
yeah, Infernal... Well, no, Infernal Will, the one where you gain health while in the thing. And that one right there, Infernal Contract, and then Protect the Innocent and a couple other passives. There's a way to make a basically invulnerable tank Ghost Rider.
It only gets stronger as it gets,
Yeah. And, like, he is literally invulnerable at a low health. You keep your health low with some of the things you do.
Interesting.
One of his skills actually does just that. You sacrifice a bunch of your health.
Okay.
So, I don't know, I need to really look into that. So,
I know this was only the first video. We didn't get a whole lot done, but we are going to be back very shortly and maybe actually get some gameplay in. So until the next video, I'm Gooberjack,
I'm Valendro.
and we'll see you on the next Marvel Avengers.